Being truly present with someone may sound simple, but it is very rare in today's world. We often talk while thinking of something else. We look at someone, but our mind is far away. Real presence is different. It is when your full attention is with the person in front of you. You do not need to say anything special. You do not need to give advice. Just being there, fully, is already a powerful act. People feel it. They can sense when you are really with them, not just with your body, but with your heart. To be present, you must slow down, put away the phone, look into the other person's face, let go of the rush, let go of what you want to say next. Simply allow the moment to be as it is. Sometimes, this kind of presence can say more than 1,000 words. It shows respect. It shows care. It says, I see you. I am here with you. There is no need to try hard. It is not about doing. It is about being. Just being with another person, with openness and quiet, can bring deep connection. This is something anyone can offer. No special training is needed, only a choice, to be here, now, with another human being. That is the simple power of presence. And in this world of noise and speed, it may be one of the kindest gifts we can give. Most people think listening means hearing the words someone speaks. But true listening goes deeper than that. It means paying attention not only to what is said, but also to what is not said. When someone talks to you, they are sharing more than just information. Their tone, their eyes, their pauses, all these carry meaning. To be truly present, you must listen with your whole self, not just your ears. This kind of listening is quiet. You are not planning what to say next. You are not judging. You are simply receiving what the other person is sharing. You give them space to express, without pressure. When you listen this way, people feel safe. They can open up more. Sometimes, they begin to say things they didn't even know were inside them. Not because you asked the right questions, but because your presence allowed it. Try this. The next time someone speaks to you, listen without needing to respond. Let there be silence. Let the moment breathe. Pay attention to their feelings, not just their words. Notice their posture, their energy. Many people are starving for this kind of attention. Not advice, not solutions, but someone who truly hears them. When you listen beyond words, you are telling the other person, you matter, your experience matters. It is a quiet message, but it is powerful. In fact, it may be the most healing thing you can offer. You do not need to fix anything. You only need to listen, fully, openly, and with care. That is enough. Silence can feel uncomfortable. In many cultures we try to fill it quickly with words. But in true presence, silence is not empty. It is full of meaning. When you are with someone, and there is a pause in the conversation, do not rush to fill it. That quiet space can be very important. It gives both people time to feel, to reflect, and to connect more deeply. In silence, you may notice things you would miss in constant talking. A small change in someone's expression, a deep breath, a tear. These moments are part of communication too. They speak without sound. Sometimes people need silence to feel safe. They may not be ready to speak, or they may be feeling something hard to express. If you stay with them quietly, without pressure, it shows you care. You are saying, "It's okay, I'm here." Silence also gives you time to be honest. You don't need to react fast. You can allow your words to come more slowly, from a place of truth. And sometimes, no words are needed at all. Of course, not all silence is helpful. Sometimes silence can feel cold or distant. But when your heart is open and your presence is warm, silence becomes a bridge. It connects two people in a deeper way. Try to welcome silence when you are with others. Do not fear it. Rest in it together. It may teach you more than words ever could. Real connection often lives in these quiet spaces. In a world that moves fast and talks loud, silence can be a doorway to peace, respect, and real human presence. There is a quiet truth in human connection. Our eyes often say more than our words. When you look at someone with full attention, they feel it. It is like saying, "I see you, you matter." In daily life, we often look without seeing. We glance quickly while thinking of something else. But real attention is different. It is steady. It is soft. It does not push or demand. It simply rests on the person in front of you. When your eyes are calm and present, they offer comfort. They invite trust. You don't have to stare or make someone uncomfortable, but you can let your gaze be clear and gentle, like still water. Many people go through their day without being truly seen. When you give them your full attention, even for a short time, it can touch something deep inside. It tells them, "Right now, you are the only one I'm with." Your attention is one of the most valuable things you can offer. Not your knowledge, not your advice, just your full, quiet attention. It costs nothing, but it can heal more than you know. You can practice this in small ways. When someone speaks to you, look into their face, not just to be polite, but to truly connect. Let yourself be curious. Who is this person? What are they feeling? Not to judge, but to understand. Over time, people will feel safer with you. They will feel respected, and you will notice a change too. You will begin to feel more alive, more connected, simply because you chose to be truly present through your attention. When someone shares their struggles, our first instinct is often to help. We want to give advice, solve the problem, or make the pain go away. This comes from kindness, but sometimes it can stop real connection. To be truly present with someone, we must let go of the need to fix them. People are not broken machines. They are living stories, full of emotion and meaning. Sometimes, what they need most is not a solution, but someone who will stay with them in the moment. When we try too quickly to help, we may send the message, "You should feel differently," or "This is a problem that needs fixing." But real presence says something else. It says, "I am here with you, just as you are." This does not mean you do nothing. It means you begin with acceptance. You offer a calm space where the other person feels free to be honest. In that space, healing can begin, not from your advice, but from your care. You can still ask gentle questions. You can still share thoughts, if invited. But your focus is not on fixing. It is on being with, on walking beside someone, not pulling them forward. This is not easy. It takes patience and trust. Trust that being present is enough. Trust that people can find their own strength if given time and support. In the end, the most powerful help is often quiet. Not a solution, but a steady presence. Not a plan, but a warm heart. When you drop the urge to fix others, you open the door to true connection, and that can be more healing than any answer. To be truly present with others, we must learn to accept each moment as it is. This means letting go of judgment, not only of other people, but also of the situation and even of yourself. Often, when we are with someone, our minds begin to label everything. She's being too emotional. This shouldn't be happening. I don't like the way he talks. These thoughts can seem small, but they create distance. They pull us away from the present moment. Judgment makes it hard to listen. It puts walls between hearts. But when you accept what is happening without trying to change it, something shifts. The moment becomes softer. The person in front of you feels safer. You are no longer trying to control the experience. You are allowing it. This kind of acceptance is not weakness. It is strength. It says, "I trust this moment. I trust this person's path." You do not have to agree with everything. You only have to let it be, without pushing it away. When you stop judging, you become more open. You notice more. You feel more. You start to see the full picture of the other person, not just the parts you like or understand, but all of them. This creates space for real connection, a space where people don't have to pretend, where they can relax and be themselves. And that space can be deeply healing, for them and for you. Each moment you spend without judgment is a gift. It is a way of saying, "This is enough. You are enough. I will stay here with you, just as things are." In our busy lives, time often feels like something we never have enough of. We move quickly from one task to the next, checking messages, making plans, thinking of what comes after. But when it comes to being present with someone, time is one of the greatest gifts we can offer. To give someone your time doesn't mean hours of talking or doing things together. It means offering a few moments where your attention is not divided, where your thoughts are not elsewhere. Just a moment that says, "I am here and I am not rushing." People can feel when they are being given time. They sense when you are not in a hurry to leave or to change the subject. It gives them permission to be real. It gives them space to open their heart. This kind of time cannot be replaced. It is not the same as sending a quick message or liking a post. It is face-to-face, voice-to-voice, presence-to-presence. Even a short meeting can become deep when time is given with care. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment. Even small times, while walking, during a meal, or sitting quietly, can hold deep connection. What matters is that, in those moments, you are not somewhere else in your mind. Giving your time means saying, "You are worth slowing down for." In a world that moves so fast, this can be rare. But when you offer it, people remember. They carry that experience with them. In the end, what we offer through presence is not advice, solutions, or even words. It is time. And time, given freely and with sincerity, becomes a sacred offering. Some of the hardest times to stay present are during difficult conversations, when emotions are high, or when there is pain, anger, or disagreement. It can be tempting to pull away. We may want to defend ourselves, change the subject, or avoid the moment. But these are the moments when presence matters most. Being truly present during a hard conversation means staying calm, even when the other person is not. It means listening, even when the words are uncomfortable. It means choosing to stay, rather than escape. You don't have to agree with everything that is said, but you can still be there fully. You can listen without interrupting. You can allow space for emotion. You can show with your eyes and your body that you are not leaving, inside or outside. When people feel heard during hard times, something softens. They may not change their mind, but they may feel less alone. And that feeling of not being alone can change everything. This kind of presence does not mean giving in. It means staying steady. It means respecting both yourself and the other person. You can set limits with kindness. You can speak truth with calm, but you begin by staying present. It may be uncomfortable. You may feel tension in your chest or heat in your face. That is okay. Let those feelings be part of the moment too. Breathe slowly. Stay grounded. Let your presence be your strength. When you choose to stay present in a hard conversation, you are offering something rare. You are saying, "This is hard, but I am not turning away." That simple act can build trust, even when the words are difficult. Everywhere we go, there is movement. Cars, screens, noise, plans, messages. Our lives are filled with activity. Many people feel they must always be doing something. But to be truly present with others, we must learn to be still. Stillness does not mean stopping your life. It means becoming quiet, inside, even when the world around you is loud. It is a choice to pause, to slow your breath, and to give your full attention to the person before you. When you are still, others feel it. They may not know why, but they feel safer, calmer. Your stillness becomes a mirror, helping them to settle as well. It says, "We don't have to rush. This moment is enough." In a busy world, stillness is rare. Many people forget how to rest, even for a minute. But when you offer stillness through your presence, you give others a chance to remember. You invite them to breathe more slowly. You offer them peace without saying a word. Stillness also helps you notice more. The sound of someone's voice, the way they hold their hands, the small signs of joy or sadness. When you are still, you begin to see what is often missed. You don't need special training to be still. You just need to stop for a moment. Let the noise pass. Let the mind settle. Choose to be here now with this person. In doing so, you create space for real connection to grow. In a world that pushes us to hurry, your stillness becomes a quiet act of care. And sometimes, it is in that quiet that something beautiful begins. When we speak with others, we usually focus on the words themselves. But just as important is what happens between the words, the pauses, the silence, the breath. These quiet spaces carry meaning too. In everyday conversation, people often rush to respond. They feel pressure to keep talking, to avoid silence. But when we slow down and allow space between words, we open a door to deeper understanding. These spaces give room for reflection. They allow emotions to rise gently. They let the conversation breathe. When someone speaks and you wait before replying, it shows that you are not just hearing them, you are truly receiving their words. This kind of listening takes patience. You must resist the urge to jump in, to finish the sentence, to give an answer right away. But when you honor the space between words, the person speaking feels more respected. They feel your care. Sometimes people need a moment to find the right words. If we rush them, we may miss something important. But if we stay present and quiet, they may say something they didn't expect to say. Something honest, something true. You can also use these spaces yourself. When you speak, do not fear the pause. Let your words come slowly. Let the silence support them. In this way, your message becomes more clear, more felt. In true presence, words and silence are partners. They balance each other. They help create a rhythm of trust. So the next time you speak with someone, pay attention not only to what is said, but also to the spaces in between. That is where understanding often lives. Many people are afraid to show their true emotions. They worry they will be judged, misunderstood, or seen as weak. But to be truly present with others, we must learn how to share our emotions, not loudly or with drama, but gently and with honesty. When you share how you feel in a calm, clear way, you create space for connection. You are not asking the other person to fix you. You are simply offering a part of your experience. This kind of sharing invites openness and trust. You might say something simple like, "That makes me feel sad," or "I felt hurt when that happened." You don't need to explain everything. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be real. When emotions are shared gently, they do not push others away. Instead, they draw people closer. They say, "This is who I am in this moment, and I trust you enough to let you see it." It also helps you stay present. Naming your feelings quietly and clearly helps you stay grounded. It keeps you from reacting in anger or shutting down. It brings honesty into the moment. If someone shares their emotions with you, receive them with care. Do not rush to fix or explain. Just listen. Let their feelings be heard. Your calm presence will help them feel safe. Learning to share emotions takes courage, but with practice, it becomes more natural. And when both people in a conversation can express themselves gently, something powerful happens. A deeper understanding grows. True presence includes emotion, not as something to hide, but as something to hold with kindness. When we do this, we allow each other to be fully human. In today's world, speed is often praised. Fast replies, quick decisions, busy schedules, they all seem to show success. But when it comes to building strong relationships, slowness can be more powerful than speed. Slowness allows us to notice more. When we move slowly with someone, speaking, walking, eating, or simply sitting, we begin to see the small details. We notice changes in mood, the rhythm of their voice, the meaning behind a quiet pause. These details help us understand each other more deeply. Slowness also gives space for honesty. People do not always open up right away, but when you give them time, without pressure, they may begin to share what's really in their heart. It's like waiting by a still lake. If you rush, the water stays disturbed. But if you wait, it becomes clear. You don't need to plan something big to connect deeply. A quiet conversation without distraction. A long walk without a phone. A simple meal where no one hurries. These moments, when shared slowly, become strong threads in the fabric of a relationship. It may feel strange at first. Slowness can feel empty, even boring. But that is because we are used to filling every second. If you stay with it, you may begin to feel something richer than excitement, something peaceful, real, and lasting. When you slow down with someone, you send a message. You are important. I am not rushing past you. I want to be here with you. And often, that is exactly what people need. Not more talk, not more action, but someone willing to slow down and truly be there. One of the deepest human needs is to feel seen and heard, not just noticed, but truly recognized for who we are. When someone feels this kind of attention, it touches something very real inside them. It brings a sense of peace, of being accepted, of being valued. To help someone feel seen and heard, you don't need perfect words. You don't need long talks or clever answers. What matters most is your presence, your willingness to give full attention without distraction or judgment. This means looking at them when they speak, letting your body stay still and open, allowing silence when needed, and when you do speak, using words that reflect what you understand, such as, "That sounds really difficult," or "I hear you." It also means holding space for who they are, not just for what they say. People want to feel accepted in their full humanity, with their feelings, their struggles, and their joys. When you accept them without trying to change them, they feel safe. Letting someone feel seen is a quiet act. It does not shout. It does not try to prove anything. But it can change a moment, and even a life. This kind of presence is rare. Many people go through their days feeling invisible, unheard. When you offer true presence, you give them something they may not have received in a long time. And in return, you may notice something shift within yourself. You feel more connected, more alive, more human. To let someone feel seen and heard is not a technique. It is a choice. A gentle, steady choice to be with them, fully and kindly, in the here and now. Being truly present with others is not always easy. It takes patience, care, and the willingness to slow down in a fast-moving world. But those who choose this path often discover something powerful, an inner strength that does not need to shout. This kind of strength is quiet. It does not try to control others. It does not seek attention. It simply stays steady, offering peace and warmth in each moment. It can turn small moments into meaningful ones. It can build trust where there was distance. When you live with presence, your relationships change. People feel safer with you. They speak more honestly. They feel more seen, more accepted. And you too begin to feel more grounded, more alive. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be sincere. A few minutes of real presence can mean more than hours of distraction. It is not about doing more. It is about being more fully here. You can begin with simple things. Put away the phone when someone is talking. Give your full attention to a loved one for just a few minutes a day. Sit quietly with someone who needs comfort. These are small actions, but they carry great weight. Presence is not something we master once. It is a lifelong practice, a way of walking through the world with care. And every time you choose presence over distraction, you bring more peace, not just to others, but also to yourself. Thank you for taking the time to be here. If you found something meaningful in these words, I'm truly grateful. Your kind support through likes, comments, super thanks, membership, and subscribing to this channel means more than I can say. It helps these quiet messages reach others who may need them too. May your presence bring light into the lives of those around you, and may you always find peace in the stillness of each moment.